on the channel, Turtle Anxiety defeated again with the brand new Turtle 4-pack of the Mirage comic, Ninja Turtles.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Ninja Turtle unboxing and review. And today, we got the brand new NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 4-pack Ninja Turtles. But for all your non-Target exclusives, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And I believe this is a Target exclusive, maybe temporarily. A lot of the times what we're seeing with a lot of NECA stuff is we're getting a 30, 90-day store exclusivity window. Then after that, it goes to the Entertainment Earth. It goes to maybe Walmart. It goes to other places. So we're seeing a lot of that in the landscape now because we talk about it all the time on the channel. We got to take that big business step back. At the end of the day, retailers want exclusivity or they want exclusive items. This is a way of NECA to get shelf space, get their stuff out there. Okay, I'm going to give it to you, Target, for 30 days. After that, it's going everywhere else. So a lot of that stuff going on, and I do think we will see more of that in the future, not just in action figures, but across all the stores. So take note of that. Take note of that. And of course, another thing to take note of, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this is a Turtle 4-pack. You got the 4 Ninja Turtles in here. Now, we've seen this in the cartoon variety in the past, multiple times, actually. So the box size feels very similar. Some of the stuff feels very similar here, but very cool nonetheless here. And, of course, the Mirage comic figures are coming out at full speed ahead, and we've been unboxing a lot of those on the channel. So make sure you do subscribe to this very YouTube channel. Want to get that done one of those days. You want to get that done. You don't want to miss a Turtle video, so make sure you subscribe. I'll wait. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. But there it is right there. You got the big artwork on the front. A lot going on in that artwork. Very, very cool here. Really do love the looks of that. You got a nice little kind of tan color box, I guess you would call this. Nickelodeon logo at the top, of course. Got to have that. Got 2 turtles on this side. 2 turtles on this side. Very cool. That tells you what you're getting in your pack here. And then we got glamour shots all over the place. We got the cross cell down below. I like how they do the Mirage cross cell down there. Looks very, very nice. You got the 4 turtles as well, packed to the gills with their weapons, ready to go, ready to take on the world at the end of the day. So very, very cool. Then you get the big old flap going on here, and it's kind of cool. You get a little street scene action right there. I don't think there's any kind of Easter eggs here that I see. I don't think so. You got some garbage, a newspaper, manhole covers, some lights. I guess technically it's supposed to go like this, I think. I think this is the street. I don't know. No, that's not right. It should be like this. That's the manhole. So, oh, I see. The light cover fell over, so that's kind of what we're looking at right there. So there you go. The more you know. And then you get the 4 turtles in the pack. Big plastic window box there. You got all their weapons, everything else. Very similar. It feels like they're getting the most out of their molds to the 10th degree with this set right here, but definitely does look really good. So now, like a lot of these NECA ones, I'm going to take this offline, get these guys all uncorked out of the pack, and we'll be back talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, we got the Turtle crew out of the pack here, and I guess we'll go one by one on these guys. I guess first off, let's take a look at the hands, as honestly, these are very similar figures across the board, and all the hands are swappable in between all of them. So you can really choose your own hand adventure with whatever turtle you want. But you got, of course, the big splayed out hands here. You got gripping hands, more traditional gripping hands, of course. You get a fist. Oh, everybody loves a turtle fist. And you get a splayed out hand. And then you get the opposite fist and a splayed out hand. Once again, you can mix and match, do it however you want. It does look, every single turtle came with a traditional gripping hand out of the package. So really depends what you want to do, how you want them to be in your collection. I would say try to mix them up, make them feel as different as possible. Because like I keep saying, and you're going to hear it a lot in this, a lot of similarities between all these figures, no doubt about it. But let's go down the line, I guess. We'll just go down the line, each turtle here. Take a look at them. We'll dive on in. I guess we're going to start with Leonardo first. And Leonardo looking pretty good here. Now, the first thing is his accessories. Of course, you get his 2 katana blades. Got to have those with any Leonardo figure. That is for sure looking really good. Got the nice brown handle on it, very leather-like, very aged leather-like. You got the yellow top. Then you got the blade, very cartoon-inspired with the white and the blue coloring, and then you get some of that same stuff down at the bottom of the handle. So, of course, 2 identical blades makes a lot of sense there for old Leonardo. Then you get the little bandana action here, and you can choose your own bandana adventure. Another way you can make these feel a little bit different if you want to. We're going to see this across the board, so I guess we'll talk about it just this time here. You do have the bandana that goes into the back of the head. You got a more flowing one that comes on the turtles. Then you got a more straight, long one right here. So once again, choose your own hand adventure. Choose your own bandana adventure. You can do that as well. Now, this is Leonardo. Now, of course, this isn't like the Turtles we think of with the cartoon. And it depends where you came into your Turtles fandom. Was it the original comic book? Was it any of the cartoon series? Was it, the toy lines? It just all depends. Everybody came into the Turtles at a different. I came in with the cartoon series as a little kid. That's when I think of are my Turtles. So now, these always feel very foreign to me. And it was such a foreign concept when I was a little kid that all the Turtles had a red bandana. How do you keep them straight? How do you tell them apart? Of course, the cartoon, everybody got their signifying color for each turtle. And that's kind of where my head always goes. Always confuses me a little bit. This gets a little confusing, but not too bad if you sit there and look at it. Like Leonardo, for example. Of course, on the back of his shell, he's got a spot for his swords there, so you can throw those in there. You know this is Leonardo all day long, so definitely looks good. Now, breaking down Leonardo a little bit here, of course, once again, these guys are all going to be very similar. But you do get the knee pads going on, the brown knee pads. Everybody's got a shell. They're a turtle after all. And then you got a nice kind of off-white, yellowish underbelly here, protector kind of thing, like we see on normal turtles, of course. You got the satchel over the side there, the strap, looking nice, in brown color, and you got some silver accents there for the buckles, looking really good. Of course, the coloring is green, going to be green on all these ones, there's no doubt about that. You do get the elbow pads, you get the brown wrist tape. Wrist tape, sure, why not? It's wrist tape. It's like wrestling here. It definitely looks good there, but not a lot of extras to this. They're very similar. That is the theme of this review. Let's walk through the articulation. We only got to do it one time, really. Arms go all the way around. Actually, really good feeling joints on this. A lot of times, NECAs are very stubborn. This is very nice feeling on this arm here. Bicep cut, of course. Double jointed elbows, not pinless, unfortunately. Hands back, forth, side to side. Hands going to be removable, as we do know. He can do those big old turtle splits if he needs to. We do get, of course, the knees that bend, and then you get the feet that go back and forth, side to side right there. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I guess we'll check that out right off the bat, huh? Oh, very tight, but he does fit, so they will fit on a stand if you really need them to. I'm here for that. Make sure you get the Mattel stands over at ringside, and make sure you do use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But you do got a lot of wear and tear. I don't know wear and tear, but like dings and dents on the shell on both sides there. You got a little bit of the colorings, the black markings throughout. Just kind of make it feel animated, make it feel cartoony, make it feel like it walked right out of the comic books. You do have that. Now we got the head there on Leonardo. Of course, I forgot the head articulation. Back, forth, side to side, up and down. Usual articulation there. Then you get Leonardo here. He's got the red bandana. You get 2 eyes kind of squinting there. Looks like he's ready to take on somebody. And then you got a little bit of a scowl going on out of the mouth. He's got some anger out of the mouth right there. So at the end of the day, it is Leonardo. And then another thing that feels different is I think this is the first Turtles we've had that actually has that little tail at the bottom. So that's kind of a nice attention to detail there with the little turtle tail. So there it is. That is old Leonardo. Now we're going to turn our attention to old Donatello. Oh, Donatello. Now everything's going to be the same right here, but we do get some differences, I believe, in the belt. Yes, so you get a little bit of differences on some of the line work on the belt, and it looks like we're seeing that across the board. So that's just another little itty-bitty difference that we're getting between these, but it is definitely different. And then the other big difference here, instead of holding the swords back here, he's got a spot for his bow staff on the back. You got a very mum's the word expression on Donatello as well, just kind of a stoic look on him. A little bit of an anger look, I would say. But definitely at the end of the day, it's going to be Donatello. There's no doubt about it. He, of course, does come with the bandana. We talked about those. And then he's got a little, they almost look like throwing stars. I guess they are. They're technically throwing stars. More circular, more like a gadget or a gear or something. But he's winging those at people if you want to. So we do get 3 of those with this one. And then, of course, you get his patented bow staff. You got to have the bow staff there. For old Donatello, looking good. Definitely looks like a bow staff. You got the wrapping in the middle. You got the black line work throughout. Nice brown color. Really does match kind of the look of Donatello here. Definitely Donatello all day long. Definitely, you know who it is by the back here. That's the best way, I think, to tell this is Donatello is by the storage. Because these guys, you're going to mix them up. You're going to get them mixed up. There's no doubt about it if you're not careful. But there it is, Donatello. Not a lot to add on top of Leonardo. Same thing, but Michelangelo, he's the one that's kind of the outlier of this set, I guess we'll call it here. Now, if you're familiar with The Last Ronin, you know what I'm talking about here. But we get a little bit more with old Michelangelo here, which I think is kind of cool. Once again, very similar body style, similar articulation, similar everything. He's got a grumpy face on him as well. He's a guy that's seen some things. He's a turtle that's seen some things. We do know that. But definitely looking tough. Got a lot of dings and dents and color work throughout. The belt is different. Once again, we're seeing a recurring theme there. His nunchucks, I guess you would store on the side of his wrapping there that goes around the shell. That's where you would store the nunchucks. There's not a designated holder like the other two. This one is a little bit separate. Looking good there. 3 turtle fingers, 2 turtle feet. It is Michelangelo. But Michelangelo has some interesting accessories here. Of course, once again, you get the little bandana action. But then if you got to play a little Last Ronin, you got the stuff to do that. He does got his little hood action here. You pop the head off, put this over, put the head back in, and bam, you got the Last Ronin hood. Very nice on this. We've seen, of course, Last Ronin figures from NECA. We've unboxed them here on the channel. Check those out if you did miss it. But we do have this if you want to turn him into the Last Ronin. Of course, he can't be Michelangelo without his nunchucks. He's got 2 nunchucks here, a must-have. Got the real string in the middle. I'm always here for that. Definitely looking good. Definitely on brand for old Michelangelo. And then I was really perplexed and confused about this extra arm. Why does he get an extra arm? It's a very similar arm, but also a little bit different, as he does have the wrapping on the bicep, where this one does not come with the wrapping on the bicep. So that is the big difference between the two, really. A little bit of different line work as well. I think, no, it's the exact same line work. It is a little different on the shoulder part. But if you want to choose your own adventure, you can put this one on if you're trying to make him look like the Last Ronin. So you do have that option there with Michelangelo. But he does come with the most stuff compared to everybody else. So we do like that. We do like Michelangelo, of course, just a party dude at the end of the day, and my favorite Ninja Turtle, as some of you guys do know. Then we're going to finish it off with Raphael, another one, a favorite of many out there. Of course, everybody's got their favorite turtle. What is your favorite turtle? Put it in the comments down below. I've talked about it on the channel before. When I was a kid, nobody liked Donatello. Then all these years later, it seems like everybody loves Donatello and not the rest of them. It's a really crazy thing. As Donatello was by far the least favorite turtle. It was everybody liked Michelangelo, then probably Raphael, then probably Leonardo, then probably Donatello. On the old playground in my area, of course, playgrounds vary. They're basically different countries. You go to the next school down, the next playground, it's like a whole different world, especially when you're a little kid. So, I don't know. I just had the experiences with my playground, and it was a mean street, those playgrounds. Fighting to survive every single day. That's what you had to do. And yeah, you'd be talking Ninja Turtles, you'd be talking wrestling, and next thing you know, fisticuffs would break out. It was just a daily occurrence. That's the way it goes. You got to learn to be tough, like a boy named Sue from Johnny Cash. There you go. There you go. The more you know, people, the more you know. But you do get the size, of course, very on point for Raphael. Got the 3-pointed size. Got that same leather wrapping handle that we kind of saw with Leonardo. And then you got the same coloring down here at the bottom. All on point for old Raphael. Looking good there. I think we talked about the bandana as well. And then you got Raphael. He's got a cheesy smile going on. He's showing the old turtle teeth. He's been going to the dentist or something because his teeth look really, really good. He came to play. He came to take care of his teeth at the end of the day. So kudos to old Raphael. No spot to put the size in, so you got to be careful. You don't want to mix him up with old Michelangelo, but I guess you would put him on the side over here. Got the turtle tail, got the same articulation, got everything we saw with these other Ninja Turtles. But definitely very cool at the end of the day. I like this one. And I like this set. Now, it doesn't feel like you get a lot of difference. There's so much reuse on this. That's kind of the way it goes. But we all know there's 4 Ninja Turtles. You got to have all 4 of them. And if you're collecting the Mirage line, you got to have 4 Ninja Turtles. It just makes sense. So it kind of is what it is. It's almost a necessary evil. I would say you can't really collect the Mirage line without having the 4 turtles, can you? I guess anything is possible, but I feel like you do need the 4 turtles. There's no doubt about it. And of course, they're going to be reused. It just makes the sense, all the sense in the world. It's the way it's going to be. We've got a little tweaks, a little differences, a few different accessories. It really is what it is. But this is a very expensive set, in all honesty. $150, I think it comes out to like $163, give or take, depending on your tax situation and your red card use. Man, if you don't got that red card, what are you doing over there at Target? But definitely, it is an expensive pack. So I don't know if this is going to be necessarily for everybody. but it is definitely a cool set at the end of the day, and a must-have if you're collecting the Mirage figures, if you ask me. But what say you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? You picking up these 4 turtles? You headed to Target to grab this set? Or are you playing the long game? Or are you playing the no game? You said, I got my movie, I got my cartoon, I got my Super 7, I got my Playmates, I don't need the Mirage. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on these turtle figures. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And we got even more content. Yes, it's true. Is it possible? Well, yes, it is. There's no sleep over here on this side of the fence. We got more content for you over on the old Patreon channel, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, Q&As, giveaways, you name it, a ton of stuff on the Patreon. And best of all, you can support the channel as a Patreon member. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, pick up your very own Turtle Anxiety t-shirt. Support the channel, pick up any old t-shirt over there. And then don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I am Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.